What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So one day left until the new map gets released, which is going to be tomorrow. But in the meantime, I decided to hop on Reventually Coast and go after some more whitetail. And for today's weapon of choice, I'm going to be using the 270. Now I got a good sized buck right there. Got another buck in the back, but I don't think I'm going to get a follow-up. There's another buck there, or is that... Okay, actually that's the same one that I'm looking at. I saw the head go up and I thought it was just another buck. So let's get on this guy. That definitely should have been solid. And he should pile up. And here's my first buck down. Got a left lung at 222 yards, giving me a score of 207. Now I just spawned at another location, got into the stand, and the whitetail are just starting to come in now. There's a 2-miner buck there. Got another 2-miner. I got 3 2-miner bucks, but I definitely want to get on the bigger buck. Should be able to take him down before he gets to the zone. That's definitely solid. And let's go ahead and claim this buck. Pulled off a double lung at 200 yards. Giving me a score of 182, 180 pounds. Now, coming to one of my locations here on Reventually Coast for the whitetail drinking zones. Got a nice 2-miner there with a max weight estimate. Another 2-miner there. I'm going to see about trying to make a follow-up shot, so obviously I'm going to take the bigger one first. Not too sure about the second one. I think my shot placement might have got a little low. Hopefully the first buck did go down. These guys did get alert. Let's try for this guy here. That might have been on the high side, although his health is dropping. He's definitely piling up. And if you're just going to stand there, I was going to pull the trigger. See if he turns back around. He may or may not. I don't think he's going to turn around. Decided to turn around and start walking back. That's definitely going to take him down. And here's my 2 whitetail bucks piled up. This guy, I believe it was the second one that I took a shot at on the right side of this lake. Got him in the right lung at 203. And this guy got the left lung at 286. And at the other zone, here's the bigger buck that I did take down. Got the left lung at 252. Now coming to this location, got 2 drinking zones. Got a 2-miner buck over there, and closer to me I got another 2-miner buck there. That's a small buck, and that's another small buck. So let's take this guy down. These guys should not hear the gunshot, or they may go alert. They're almost 300 yards out. This guy's almost pretty much there. Definitely solid. And now it's starting to fog up just a little bit. He's got his head down. Or at least I think he does. Hold on a second here. My wind is blowing right towards him. I can't tell with the fog. Now, working my way to pick up my other buck, which is right there, I happened to actually notice that they have not moved. Well, she just moved, seeing the fact that I came in closer. But he has not yet put his head back up, and these other two does have not turned around. So I don't know what's going on with that. Definitely solid. And for this buck, pulled off a double lung at 164. And for this guy, it looks like he got hung up in a tree. Busted through the shoulder blade, got a right lung at 213. Now, coming to this location, I got two nice big bucks, side by side. This guy in the front, 177 to 218, and then the guy in the back, if I can spot him out, 190 to 231. Now, the only problem is, the 270 is not going to drop them unless you pull off a heart. But, let's see how this goes. I don't think that second shot was good enough. And that looked on the high side. His health is not dropping yet, or it just dropped, but I'm pretty sure that was a vertebrae. As for this buck, didn't realize he piled up into the water. Pulled off a double lung at 204, giving me a score of 213. And for the other buck, I'm pretty sure I scrapped him. In fact, I did. Got a flesh at 209, and then I pulled out the intestines at 247. And he would have gave me a score of 217. Well, he did give me a score of 217, but the fact that he's not a gold. And coming to this zone, it's not looking too promising. I do have a 2 minor, but he's not a very big one. 119 to 160. And I got a small buck there. And the other two are does. I should be able to take them down from this angle. It did connect with the lung. And here he is. Got a left lung at 206, giving me a score of 152. And not much further, I did have another drinking zone. Got a very nice buck right there. 185 to 226. Definitely solid. And let's go ahead and claim them. Pulled off a left lung at 253, giving me a score of 212. And at this location, I got one 2 minor buck. The rest all small ones. I do have a doe. Yeah, those are two separate. Okay, yes. So, what I'm going to do here, actually, is I'm going to actually try to do a follow-up. So, I'm going to take the 2 minor down, and then I'm going to try for this buck here. Although this 2 minor may run in front. But, like I said, let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's what I had a feeling. So, that definitely didn't go to plan. Here's the 2 minor. Pulled off a double lung and stomach at 179. Now, if I did have a bigger caliber rifle and I would have dropped the 2 minor, I definitely would have been able to do a better follow-up shot on the other one. Now, unfortunately, it did start raining again. But I do got a 2 minor buck there, and I better make this quick actually, because my wind is blowing right in their direction. Got another 2 minor buck. I don't think I'm going to try to do a follow-up. That should have been solid. And pulled off a right lung at 170. And at this zone, got another big buck. 198 to 239. It's about 270. That definitely was solid. Now, before I do go and claim my whitetail buck, which is maybe around the bend here, I do have another zone, and I just spotted out this guy here. 222 to 262 for his estimate. He's about 220 yards. What's that? That's another good sized buck. I definitely want to take this buck down though. And I'm definitely going to wait till he puts his head back up. Oh my, I smoked him. And for this 2-miner, got the left lung at 268, giving me a score of 233. And as for this diamond potential whitetail buck, do see vital blood. Actually, let's get a screenshot of that. Alright, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and pick him up to see if he's gonna make it or even come close. And not even close. But I did get him right in the heart at 216, and he's giving me a score of 224. Now, I did have to reset the time and came to a location I haven't been yet. Got a 2-miner buck there, and I got another 2-miner buck there. Although I don't think I'm going to do a follow-up. So let's take down the bigger buck. I do believe it was this guy. In fact, it is. Oh, I almost was about to. And for this guy, I do believe I did pull off a heart. In fact, I did at 134. Now, coming to another location I haven't been at, I do have a 2-miner buck. Where did it go? There he is. Actually, nope, that's not the one. I did have another one spotted. He must be behind these trees. I had a bigger 2-miner buck there. I think I see him right there. Do apologize for the hesitation. May try to send out a call. I do have another zone over here. These guys may hear the caller as well. Now this guy's obviously going to be fairly close. There he is, 179 to 220. And let's just double check to make sure I'm not missing out on anything else bigger. I don't think I am. That was a little low. Not too sure what kind of shots I got. He's definitely going down. And yet again, looking for this buck, I didn't see where he headed off. Obviously he headed to the water. Got a left lung at 68 yards. Now, before I work my way over to go claim my other 2-miner, I do have another zone further over. Got another 2-miner buck. And every time you spot them out, they tend to move. I'm not too happy with that shot, but that's a vertebrae. And hopefully it did connect with the lung. Let's go ahead and claim this buck. Oh, so the first shot was intestines at 179, and then I pulled off a left lung. I don't know how that shot ended up happening, but it did at 185. And as for this buck, well, I do see a lot of blood on the ground. Okay, I was not expecting that at all. But he was 285 yards. Got the left lung and heart. Now, yet again, coming to another location where I haven't been, I do have a 2-miner buck. 195 to 236, although that doe's head is in the way, but if she does put her head down or move, oh, she must have heard me. Definitely solid. And here he is. He definitely didn't run too far, but I did pull off a double lung at 177, giving me a score of 207. And coming to this location, and yet again started raining. I got a 2-miner buck, a doe, another doe, another doe, and there's another buck. Not a bad buck. Got a zone closer to me. That's a 2-miner buck there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take him down. Wait till he puts his head back up. And smoked him. And here he is. So pulled off a heart at 131. Well, folks, on that note, that's going to be a wrap for the clip. So hopefully you all enjoyed me coming out on Revenantuli Coast and taking down some whitetail. I was actually happy to bring out the 270. I always like coming back to the 270. I find it's a really good all-around rifle to use. I've even taken down moose and elk with it, although you're going to have to do quite a bit of tracking using this weapon. But, like I said, on that note, that's going to be a wrap. For those that watch my videos, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all next time.